How you going? Day 5 is out of the way. That is Hump Day officially, which is great. So we're halfway in the 10 and 10 swims. I'm still rocking actually, a bit of motion sickness going on, a bit of seasickness. That northerly wind was so strong today and it just kept picking up and got stronger and stronger. The upside is that it could have been worse. It could have been a southerly wind, which would have been pretty atrocious. All right, so today it was just Troy and I on the jet ski. There were no boats, no paddlers. No one was out on the ocean because no one was stupid enough to get out in that wind. Patricia, my birthday buddy, came down to the boat ramp, which is great. And she saw us off there this morning. And look, it took ages for us just to get to Majimba. So unfortunately, we missed that cross to ABC Radio, which we're trying to reschedule for tomorrow. We almost capsized twice trying to get to Majimba. It was crazy. But anyway, swam into the beach, said goodbye to mum and dad. Mate Duncan was there again, the guy from Canberra. Have fun in the snow, Duncan. You can head off and get cold now. So we hardly stopped because it was just rough and I can't eat and drink when it's like that. I just end up getting really sick and seasick. So we just kept moving and we ended up doing a really good time. Came in really close, probably swam a little bit further because we came in pretty much Maroochydore Surf Club. We're still on the outside of the shark nets, probably about, I don't know, kilometre and then drifting in probably about 600 metres out, going along past Alex and just kept going and cutting the line there. It actually didn't make it any better. The wind just kept getting bigger and we weren't protected anyway. It was a northerly. I was pretty happy down the beach. My neighbours were down there and their cool little boy and a few other people as well, which was good. Caught up with some people up on the path later and mum and dad were there. And yeah, we just sort of took it pretty easy there. Yeah, a few other people who have supported the swim so far I've bumped into down there and been doing great comments and great shares on social media. Thanks very much. Lindsay, you're on it. Thank you. Hey, my monkey mind was working overtime today. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it just happens that way, huh? Swimming out for some reason, I just thought, oh no, I was thinking of all the sea creatures that you shouldn't be thinking of when you're out there and the soundtracks that go along with those movies and everything. And it's weird. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? Like you're out there and it's deep and whatever. And the funny thing was, not having Roscoe on my right hand side today. I got a really clean view of the all the buildings, and you're still over a kilometre out in the ocean. And but the moment you start seeing buildings and civilization, I guess, like along Maroochydore, Alexander Headlands, I just forgot about whatever I was thinking about before, and you just sort of don't even consider what could be underneath you when it's all murky. Crazy, isn't it? But that's the monkey mind for you. So after this, I've got a story, two groups of people, two very different groups of people. Both groups have pushed them way out of their own comfort zone for the swim in past years, and they've done the swim for many years. And I'm just sharing this with you just to let you know that if you want to do the island charity swim, you don't have to be a champion swimmer or anything. I've always just jumped in and had a go, and I'm not, I know it seems weird, but I'm not a flash swimmer or anything. And although we do get a lot of awesome athletes doing it, it's not a race. It's all about an event, and it's about the kids at the special school and their families and supporting them and raising awareness of actually what goes on there. And that sort of brings me to, I've been talking to a few parents over the last few days, especially since we kicked off. And one of them shared some stuff with me the other day and saying how their daughter was quite highly autistic. And sometimes when they get in environments where it's pretty noisy and bright lights and she may be a bit tired or something, it has a characteristic of like, I don't know, I guess you'd say being a bit noisy or something in public areas. And for a lot of people who don't know what's going on, it puts them off a bit. And this mum was had found it difficult sometimes in the past where on the rare occasions they get out and go, just have a nice dinner somewhere, it feels like that she's getting some bad looks from other people at tables, not because of her daughter's condition, but because they just don't realise. And so I guess a little message or a little request that's gone out from me on behalf of those people is that, look, if you see people out, parents or something with kids, or there's people just getting out, whether they be in wheelchairs and clearly have some challenges, or you're not really certain what's going on, don't just write it off and think that they're bad parents or something. Just put your head in, have a look, and just, put yourself in their shoes for a moment and be a bit more observant or aware. A bit like my kids and I, when we talk together, we talk about that 360-degree view of just being a little bit more aware of your surroundings. So, anyway, just have a think of that. But thanks again for all the messages. Look, if you can really share that possible page out to people who wouldn't have seen it already, anyone who's looking for a staycation, staying on the coast, there's those fantastic getaways there. That money goes straight to the school. It's donated. That's awesome. If you don't want to use it, you can give it back to the schools and you pay for it, and we'll actually find someone who really needs it, which is there's a lot of them. And yeah, that's about it. Awesome. Thanks a lot for the comments. They're so encouraging. It's pretty tough at the moment in these sort of conditions, but the rest of the week's looking a bit dodgy. So we'll see how we go. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Patricia and Beck kicked off their swim with a big goal. Firstly, entering as a team, they dropped a swimmer each year. Within a matter of years, they entered as a pair and successfully completed some of the most challenging conditions. Beck had a baby along the way, but I'm sure we'll see them back again one day. They've made an awesome contribution to the Island Charity Swim family. Jess was a sub 240 marathon runner. That's really fast. So naturally, in 2008, he thought doing the swim twice in a day would suit him. Jess just thinks of something, then makes it happen no matter what, which is partly why he lives the lifestyle others only dream of. Not content with swimming from and finishing back at Mooloolaba, he roped in 2 world-class swimmers to go against. Jack, always out of Mooloolaba first Carmini, and Nick Darcy. The guys got right into the challenge, visiting schools, smashing the swim, and getting hypothermia in the process. And they raised over $20,000. Jess is a truly top bloke and created an Island Charity Swim legend.